Let's go.
Nice. So now we are live on YouTube and we're gonna start the meeting. So guys, can you see the questions? Oh my God, I think that something, okay. So guys, I'm gonna start introduce myself. So my name is Bruno. I am 32 years old. I'm married. I live in Sun City and I work at a freight forwarder company for 9 years. And there I'm a financial analyst, and I've been hosting here for almost 3 months, I think. Yeah. And it's been a really good experience for me, I love to be here with you and share experiences, and know about what people think about some topic, and it's really, really good, and work with the language, for me, it's really amazing, I love it. And what about you, Mr. Leandro? Can you introduce yourself one more time just to
Yeah, okay.
people from YouTube know you?
No problem. My name is Leandro Correia. I'm 38 years old. I'm married. I have 2 kids, 1 daughter and 1 son. I'm from Rio de Janeiro. In my free time, I like playing the guitar, read the Bible, listening gospel music. Yeah, I think that's all about me. I'm a little anxious here because I don't have I'm nervous. I'm nervous here.
No worries, man. No worries. I think everyone here passed through the same, In my case, it's the same. Mainly because I'm hosting here, so I sometimes I'm afraid to make some mistake, but wherever.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for sharing, man. And what about you, Mr. Jefferson?
Good morning. You never forget the first time.
Yeah.
You'll never, in everything in your life. Good
That's
morning,
it.
guys. I'm Jefferson. I live in Goiânia, Goiás, the center of Brazil. I'm economist, professor of financial and Brazilian economy. I like to work with data. I'm studying now business intelligence and our language, and I work at Catholic University of Goiás. That's it.
Really nice, really nice. Thanks for sharing, Mr. Jefferson. And what about you, Gabriel? I know that you already introduced for us, but now is for YouTube.
Okay. I'm Gabriel. I'm 34 years old. I'm data scientist. And I have a daughter. She's 40 years. Say hello, Sophie. And I very glad to be here.
Nice, man. Welcome. And really nice to have you, Leonardo and Gabriel, here for the first time. It's a pleasure. So guys, I want to know from you, do you believe good control of your finances? So I want to start with Mr. Jefferson.
Yes, of course. As a profession, I need to do my better, to put in practice in what I'm teaching. And all my life, everything, I never paid something delayed, never. Only I don't like to pay interest rates, to pay fees, something like this. So I control all my money. I have a budget monthly that I see my incomes and my expenses, and so I can control all of them.
Really nice. And let me ask you something. Do you usually use some app to control your finance?
No, just Excel. Just Excel.
Excel. Really nice.
Just Excel.
Okay.
Not very special, Because I'm
Yeah.
old guy, I use Excel for 30 years. But
Not
we have
old,
a lot of
experience.
platform.
You have
We have
you have a lot of experience.
yeah,
Yeah.
we have a lot of platform now that's very interesting. But you can see.
Really nice. Really nice. I usually use a app here, you know, that I can control my finances. And I usually do it using my smartphone, you know, because I like to have things on hand easily, you know, to just take it and to see if everything is okay, if I forgot something to pay something, you know, that it don't usually happen, you know. Recently, a few days ago, I forgot to, you know, I received my bills by email, you know, and I forgot to pay one bill. Not forgot, but I mixed, you know. I paid the previous bill, but I need to pay in the bill of the month. Let's say like this, you know. So, but in the end, everything went okay, you know. I solved this problem, but I hate when something like this happen because I don't like to delay my bills, you know. I like to pay on time, and in my case, I think that I have a good management over my finances, you know. Yeah, that's it, guys. And what about you, Gabriel?
For me, it's a continuous learning. I am very good than 5 years ago or 10 years ago. I already exposed to credit cards, and my mother paid that when I was 20 years. But after two hard lessons, I make very a lot of attention for this subject, and I start to make my emergency reserve, my some investments, learn about the subject. I controlled all my bills. I utilize Excel too, not Excel but Google Sheet. Google Sheets like Excel. It's in cloud. I can access with my phone, with my PC, any work with my PC at home. When I travel, I I make my grocery each week, and I put the numbers, and after I divide for the weeks to have an average. Average. Sofia. To have an average expense for grocery. It's on the most important of expense of my for me, and other bills. It's current. It's how I can say that it's always the equal the amount equal of money, and like energy and internet bill, etc. But it's
Yeah.
a little bit hard to control my wife. Myself, my last sim, it's buy books. If I see the book and I like that, I buy. It's and I have a stack of books. Buy, it's easy. Read, it's more it's more difficult.
Yeah, I totally understand you, you know, when you talk about wife and how much uh, the wives spend, you know, because I pass the same at home. I think that we all here in this room pass the same, right? Oh my God. Thank you, Gabriel, to share your opinion. And yeah. And what about you, Leandro? Can you tell, man, about
Yes,
it?
wife is a little bit problem. I I to try to be same Jefferson. I try save my money. Is not hard. It's not easy, but I to try. I don't like spend my money without need. I like take notes what I need buy, what I need spend. I think it is important to be administration your money is no is a problem. I think yes.
Really nice, man. I think we're gonna be murdered by our wives, right? Because we are saying that they
Yes,
spend a lot of money. Yeah.
yeah. I
They're
need
gonna kill
control.
us.
Take
Nice,
care
man.
with the words.
Yeah, take care.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Leandro. Thank you, man. So, guys, I want to know from you, uh, how important is to have a good administration on your financial life? You know, my opinion about it is if you have a good administration, a good management, you know, about your finance, you can see where you need to improve. If you are expend so much money on something that sometimes is foolish, you know, you don't need to spend your money on that. And if you have the idea to invest your money in something new, or maybe create a new business, you know, be an ownership, it it can be a good opportunity to do it, you know. So, and as we could see on the video, sometimes life brings something new for us, something good and bad sometimes, and we need to be prepared because without money we can't do anything, you know, unfortunately. Yeah. So we need to be aware about our finances in order to have power to decide something, you know, or to do something in order to help us or help our beloved, you know. That's what I think about this. And what about you, Leandro? What do you think, man? You are muted.
Yes, yes, same you administration finance is very important because if I think everything in my life, your life, I need to be administration. If I go in the supermarket shopping, I like take note what I need and what I need to buy, what I need to buy for for don't spend money without need. I think is administration. Is administration. Everything in my life is important. If finances or time, administration finance, administration family. I think is everything is administration for me.
Really nice, man. Really nice words. I totally agree with you. I think that, yeah, as I said, we need to be aware, you know, mainly when we are the head of the house, you know. For example, we need to provide for our family, so we need to be aware about the finances, you know. Yeah. Thanks for sharing, Leandro. And what about you, Gabriel? What do you think about it?
I think it's very important, and it must teaching at the school. It's more important than chemistry and even I'm mathematician, but the mathematician there are two or three things very important, like three rule and in compose interests. Bhaskara, it's not good for the future. And think about finance. It's very important. The two subjects very important. For me, the most important is financial education and emotional education. How to deal with other people. It's very, very difficult. And have a good finance, a good plan. It's think about the future. Have more money, work less, and have a good life, a better life. I think it's since the first grade, we need learning about finance, the basics, tesouro direto, actual stock markets is very small in Brazil, and the thing like that can be change the Brazil reality. Entrepreneurship, and it's very important, because we need money for all the things we want to do.
Yeah, so I totally agree with you. It's important to be aware about this, you know, and yeah, if you think about the future, being an entrepreneur, you know, you need to be all the things in mind, you know. I mean, about money that you have. That's it, Gabriel. Thanks for sharing, man. And what about you, Mr. Jefferson?
I'm thinking for about 4 operation of math. You must to multiply, you must to add, and never divide and less or minus, never. So you need to work the best way to multiply your money and to add money, add saving, add investment, everything you can do for your life, for not to be overspending. As Gabriel said, credit card, it's terrible here in Brazil. It's so expensive, the interest rate is so high. So you must to take care about this, and to take care about the wives. All of you are talking about the wife. It's very important, not just about your wife, but with your kids, to say and to say to them to control the money, a budget monthly. And I think it's very important, this kind of education. The education is not an individual, but with your family. It's very important I think it's very important for your financial life, because if you can control all the money of you, your wife and kids, and etc., you can have a better life in the future, with money to spend, to travel, to buy a lot of things, and to do good things in your life.
Really good words. Yeah, you brought up something really good, Mr. Jefferson, because it's not just about us, you know, that provide the money, but we have people around us that needs they need to do or to buy something for them, you know, because they have the necessity to do it, you know, basic necessities, you know. So, and of course, sometimes we need to take a day off and enjoy with our family, right? Because we work a lot, so we deserve it. And for that, we need to have a good management of our money, you know. So really, really good words, Mr. Jefferson, as usual, right? So guys, I want to know from you about what kind of person are you? Do you like to spend money or save money, and why? Mr. Jefferson, please.
Both. I think I can save money. I have a lot of investment, like Gabriel said, about treasury, stock markets, and other kind of funds. I used to do this every month. I think it's very important. And we need to spend money, but to spend the best way, not with goods and services you can use. I think this is a big problem in Brazil, like Gabriel said. For me, I have 2,000 books behind me here, and I think I read 1,000, but I need to read one more. And I learned that I just must buy this example, books that I will use. I think it's not so good. You buy a lot of goods that you can use. This is a very interesting advice.
Yeah. You know, sometimes people usually buy things by impulse or by instinct, you know. Just, I want to buy something. You know, one person that I know that is like this is my mother-in-law, you know. She likes to buy everything, mainly when the price is low, you know. You know, sometimes uh, she she sees some how can I say, promotion, not promotion, but something in on discount, you know, that have some discount. So she likes to buy it and by impulse or instinct, you know. And when you go to her house, you can see that she has a lot of different things, you know, and it's funny. But yeah, it's something that make us a little bit worried, you know, and preoccupied about it, because uh, as we are saying here, we need to spend our money wisely, you know, because if we don't do this, we can have some problems in the future. Yeah. And what about you, Leandro? What do you think, man?
Yes, I like saving money. For me, it's more easy when I have a goal. For example, last year I would like to buy a new car. So I thought I need to save money for to buy a new car. So I can't to buy a new car. For me, it's more easy, and I have a goal. Why I save money? Save money because I need to buy a new car. So we're gonna save, and I can buy. So, but I like saving money. I don't like spend the money without need. I think it's important to save.
Really nice,
Yes.
man. Nice. Thanks for sharing. And what about you, Gabriel?
Some years ago, I spent a lot of money in the with the things like parties and cheap products, but I changed. Now I like spend money with books or courses or study of English and uh, with good products, the high quality products, some clothes, shoes, electronics, and I there are 2 years about I start investing, and I have a lot of pleasure when I put 500 reais em Tesouro Direto. If each week I save, no, each 2 weeks I save $50 Canadian dollars for my daughter for pay her studies, because in Canada this work like that. When you child born, you start save the money, but because even the public university it's paid, we must pay for that. And there are many subventions of government. I put X and just a limit, and the government put a 100%. It's double my investment. It's very good. And when I watch this the bill, this the extrato, I have a pleasure, and I when I buy some crypto, I have a pleasure. Then I make the good choice.
Really nice, man. Really nice to know about it. It's good when the government give us some incentive, you know, about when we need to when we need to put our money in something, and the government gave us the investment, not, yeah, they are kind helping us to improve more. It's really good to know that it happens, you know, in some places. And
It's like FIES in Brazil. I think it's the
Yeah.
same. Or
Yeah, I
like in the
think
United
so.
States. you have-
Yeah, it's really good, really good. And in my case, I like to think a lot before I do some before I take some action, you know, because I don't like to, I have some issues in the past about money, you know, as Gabriel said in his own life. I have my own issues with money, you know, not because of me especially, you know, but because of the people around me that need money, and I need to do something to help. And of course, not just because of them. I have my part on that as well, you know. So since then, I put on my mind that I need to do something, you know, I need to control better my financial life, because I don't want to pass through this again, you know. For example, when you have some debt to pay, it's like you have money, you need to pay the debt, right? So in the end of the month, you do nothing for yourself, you know, because you don't have money to spend on yourself, or to spend with people that you like, that you love, you know. So it's hard, and live, if you live like this, for example, 1 month, 2 months, okay, 2 months, okay, but if you live more than this time, you start to become crazy, because you want to do something, you know, and to do something you need to have money. So it's hard to pass through some situation like this, you know. So nowadays I think a lot before I take some action, you know, and I try to say, to advise my wife to do the same, you know, because she likes to spend as usual, as all the wives, you know, I think, or most of them. And it's 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 great when you spend your money wisely, you know, in a wise way. It's really good. So that's it, guys. Let's jump to the next one. Yeah, let me see. I will jump to the number 6, because I think that it's a great question, and I want to know from you guys. Do you have any ideas how invest your money? Do you have some ideas? Or if you invest your money in something, just let us know. I want to know from Gabriel, because Gabriel, I think that he has good ideas.
Yes, I'm in the last 2 years I studied a little bit about the subject, and I start with the basics like renda fixa, treasury bonds, and do you hear me, Bruno? Okay, and I learn about stock market too. And YouTube, there are many channels like Natalia Arcuri. We can learn about the subject. Stock market, for stock market in crypto, it's the best options for me. But there are a lot of possibilities. There are a thing called arbitrage in crypto world. Then you buy crypto in an exchange, and then you say that in another exchange, like a trade, but you need different exchange, and you can loan the money. You don't need have all of the money for the operation, just 10%, and the operation is complete just when it works. It's very good, and investment in real estate. It's a good option too. Or saving account, it's not good. Even here in Canada, saving account is like 2% by year. And now the inflation here, it's 80%. It's not normal for Canada, but it's the reality. And for our commodities, gold, it's the options to protect us against inflation. But for in crypto, you can buy small amounts. I think it's the best option. But the good cryptos like Bitcoin, Ethereum, not the shit coins.
Yeah, really nice to hear about that, and it's good when we can see and we can know about different types of investments. It's really good, man. Thanks for sharing. And what about you, Leon? Do you have some to share with us?
Yes, Bruno, I confess I don't have knowledge, a lot of knowledge about the investment money. I need to learn more about this, but I don't know. I think maybe apply in some big company my money. I think is a way. Last year in my company, some person in the person from USA apply money in my company. I think is a way for invest. I don't know.
Yeah, I have shared here on the chat some investments, that we have. Some of them we already know. I need to confess, in my case, Leandro, I need to study more. I have some, not knowledge, a deep knowledge about the subject, but I know superficial, about the things, and I want to study more about it, because in the future maybe I will do something related with this. But it's normal. I don't have so much knowledge as well, so no worries, man. No worries. And last but not least, Mr. Jefferson.
We must to think about the goals. What kind of goals do you want in your life? And about investment, the risk. You must calculate the risk. And I work with probability all the time. For example, you wanna to have a house, so it's very interesting to invest in real estate. It's very nice. I wanna buy an apartment. I wanna buy something like this. So it's so nice to buy this kind of thing. And Leandro said something very interesting about the companies. We have very good companies here in Brazil. And you must to study the accounts, the budgets of the company, and to buy stocks. I invest in 5 big companies, and most of the time I'm earning money. So you must to study about this kind of companies. About the bonds, that's Tesouro Direto in Portuguese, the bonds. I think it's very important. You must have sometimes you have opportunity. You must to see the situation, the economic situation. Sometimes it's so good, sometimes not so good. So you need to pay attention. And it's very interesting because you can change. Sometimes you go to stock, then you stop stocks and go to bonds, or sometimes you can go to a mutual funds or ETFs. It's a kind of investment. It's very interesting. And sometimes you have other kind of product in the bank that you can talk with the manager. The best investment you must discuss. But it's very important for you to study about this, because sometimes the bank product only wanted to earn your money. That they pay attention about this, yeah. Because they must have results. All the bank must to earn. But I think the best way, it's a game of win-win, that you can win and the bank can win.
Really nice, really nice. I totally agree with you. We can't have just one investment. We need to think about have a lot of different investments, because we can earn money from different sources. So it's really good to have a different source to earn money as well. Really good tips, Mr. Jefferson, as always, right? So, guys, I want to know from you, if do you know any success story about someone that grew up in life because of good management of your money? In my case, I have a person that I know, that he usually be a normal person, like me, for example. I'm not rich, but I can live, paying my bills monthly and doing my stuffs, with my family. Not too much, but I can complain. And then this guy, he started to study about the subject, the finance, the word financial, and he now he built his own business, and as we can see on Instagram, because he likes to share his life, and it's up to him. I can say nothing about it. And he seems that he is living a good life, totally different, totally different than when he lives in the past, and it's really good. I'm feel proud and the same happy for him, because we sometimes we see a person, and we think that that person, not that we think, I believe that everyone has the possibility and the capacity to do and to become whatever he wants, or he or she wants. But sometimes you see, and you never imagine that person will become something more, not because that they don't have the capacity, but I don't know, I can't explain so well, but I think that some people think the same of me, but suddenly everything changed, and it's really good, to see the progress and that person growing, in life. It's really good. And yeah, and now he built his own business, and he has an office, and he gave advice about finance, and it's really, really good. What about you, Leandro? Do you have someone that you see growing?
Yeah, I know in my family, my family, there is the person is my cousin. He has one drugstore. He has worked in one drugstore. I think is a on time, and 5 years. 5 years, he can build a network, a drugstore network in my city, in another city. So I think is a good history success, uh, about this finance management a good finance. Yes, I know these stories, these histories. My cousin.
Really nice, man. Nice. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
And what about you, Gabriel?
Uh, the a person near to me, then I meet in person. I don't think, but I saw many histories at internet. The people was the people had a lot of debts, and after 1 year they quit your debts. In the second year they start investing. They are not millionaires, but not yet, but they are in the better situation than 2 years ago, and but save a little bit of money, plan your travels, plan your buys. It's a very important thing. I would like say it's when I was working in Brazil, I don't pay attention for that, but in Canada it's the same thing. The retirement private plan, you have a discount in your tax. Here, I put this money. In Brazil, it's the same thing. If you pay a lot, like previdência privada, etc., you get discount in your revenue income. Tax income, and it's a very good option. Here in Canada, we can take one part of this argent to buy our first home, and we pay less tax. It's very good and very important for me. And this is
Nice, Gabriel. Thanks for sharing, man. And what about you, Mr. Jefferson?
I think the best example in Brazil is the guy favelado e investidor. It's very interesting, this story. It's a poor guy that had the opportunity to study in a university, to study account. Then he began to teach about financials to favelados, and now he teaches for about stocks, about bonds, all of this, mutual funds, all of this. It's very interesting because he grew up earning money and teaching for favelados how to earn money. Now he's a billionaire guy, he's a YouTuber, but it's very interesting. And the other is Warren Buffett. I think Warren Buffett is very interesting because Warren Buffett used to say, you must to study the companies, to know a lot about the companies to invest. So to learn about the accounts and revenues and et cetera, of the companies to have a good investment.
Really nice, Mr. Jefferson. I like when you said about study the company, study when and where you are putting your money, because it's important. You need to know about the investment that you are doing. So yeah, study is essential. We can live without studying, Really nice, Mr. Jefferson. And I think, let me see if we have time to, I don't think so. So people back to the main room. Hey guys, how was the conversation? I want to know from you. Julia, how was the conversation for you, Julia?
It was great, and we in the class, in the room, I think every are the save type, we talk about ways to save money and discuss something who one or other do to save money, and this is a great conversation. And we ended that marginal the difficult to be rich, and the transition of the person who receive a lot of money, and it's great. It's great to imagine these problems who doesn't make part of my life. And it's a great conversation as well.
Really nice. And I want to know from you a polemic question. Who spends more money, woman or man? What do you think?
I think depends or the person who you compare, I save money in routine in my house. My husband, if he go to the supermarket, oh my God, the account not as good. But if I
Oh
go,
my God.
it's all in control. But for long time, he's he is most saver than me, thinking in a long period, he is more saver than me. So it's difficult, but I am a sheep girl. I know a lot of girls who explain a lot. So it's difficult to
Yeah,
answer that. Based on my
yeah.
reality, is the man.
Nice. Thanks for sharing, Julia. And what
Okay.
about you, Gustavo? How was the conversation for you, man?
Yeah, it was really nice. I think it's always a pleasure to be here. It's different topics and different people, and a lot of different ways of seeing stuff. So yeah, I learn a lot all the time that I'm here.
Really nice, man. Really nice to know about that. Thanks for sharing. Guys, I sent you some links. The first one is about our survey. So please go there, give your opinion about the topic and how was the conversation. We want to know because we want to improve more and make it better for you guys. So please give us a note, a rate, and let us know about all the things. The second one is about our YouTube channel. So please go there if you want to watch the video again. Go there and hit the thumbs up, for us to help us to improve more our channel. And the last one is about our site. So if you want to apply for a new language or learn more about some subjects, go there. That we're gonna be happy to help you to improve more in your personal life. Okay, so guys, it was a real pleasure to have you here, you know and I invite you all to be here on the next Saturday. So please come. Let's let's have a conversation, let's enjoy this time. Let's practice our English. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this conversation and see you in the next Saturday. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.